I would like now to call upon Ms. Leah Martin, the political officer of the Embassy of the United States of America.
Thank you all so much for having me here today to speak to you all on a very appropriate topic of youth empowerment and social media. I also want to congratulate all of you on your participation here today. I too, when I was in high school and college, participated in Model UN activities, and it definitely has impacted how I chose to finish out my studies, to focus on international affairs, and then to eventually become a practitioner of international affairs with the U.S. Department of State. So I really encourage you to take all of this in, be active and engaged, and learn everything you can, because it's really an incredible, incredible experience. So the Model UN program, as you know, is world-renowned effort, and I can't think of a better place or a better audience to talk about the issue of youth empowerment and social media with you all today. So something that I want you all to have in the back of your mind during this presentation is that more than 60% of the world is under the age of 30, and that demographic is one of the foremost potential drivers of economic and social progress. It is also among one of the greatest potential threats to security. 86% of all countries experiencing a new outbreak of civil conflict have populations with a significant majority under the age of 30. These realities are not lost on the United States or our allies, and we all work aggressively to attract the world's most promising youth to our universities and to our job markets. Nor are they lost on our adversaries. Extremist and criminal organizations have comprehensive youth strategies that offer young people a sense of empowerment and belonging. Engaging with and positively empowering youth is directly linked to our national security and to prosperity. I come to this Model UN today with a personal commitment to youth issues. I also, like you, am a member of the under 30 population. And prior to joining the Department of State, I worked as a student leader, and I traveled all over the United States working with really talented, driven, educated, and passionate students like yourself to set up volunteer education and outreach programs in their schools and their communities. Today, all across the world, young people like yourselves are ready to be involved in their communities using whatever tools are available. But the exciting thing is that today those tools are changing. It's not just about Kalashnikovs anymore. We are seeing young people, even in tremendously difficult circumstances and situations, turning to peaceful tools for reform, to Facebook, to Twitter, to nonviolent protest. It is up to us as a global community to make sure that we increase access of these tools of peace and prosperity and harness the power of youth as a positive factor. Sir Francis Bacon was quoted as saying, "Knowledge is power." And today, mass communication has evolved from the printing press, the radio, the television, to social media. Today, social media is the primary form of mass communication. It's the cheapest, quickest, and most effective tool the world has ever known. Websites like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter have taken over the power of Gutenberg's printing press and placed it into the hands of everyone with a smartphone or a computer. As social media evolves, we see the further democratization of mass communications. Today, you don't have to go through a publisher to share your thoughts and your ideas and your wishes or photos with people all over the world. You can blog, you can tweet, you can upload to YouTube, and it will be there in seconds. It's now faster and more efficient than ever to share news and information. It's easier than ever for companies, organizations, governments, celebrities, politicians to communicate with and inspire online followers. encouraging them to buy goods, volunteer their time and services, and organize in an effort to bring about positive and powerful change in their communities and the world. So what does all this access to information mean for you, the youth delegates here today? Well, if knowledge is power, then it means that you have a tremendous amount of power. It means that you have the power to share your ideas, to influence others, to connect with those who share your passions, to engage with those who think differently than you, and to affect positive change. Social media provides an opportunity for youth to actively engage others, to be civically engaged, to make the world better. What does it mean to be civically engaged? Well, civic engagement is certainly different for everyone at different stages in their life. For you now, it means determining what you believe in, developing your own independent ideas. It's a very personal experience. It also means being an active member of your community, however you define community: school, church, neighborhood, state, country, or global citizen. How are you staying aware of what is going on around you? How are you taking an active role in improving those situations? Understand that your environment is malleable. You can leverage whatever tools and skills that you have, whatever is unique to you as a person, to actively contribute to the reality that you see around you, rather than be just a static part of some larger group that doesn't really do anything, that isn't really a catalyst for change. Promoting youth empowerment and civic engagement is a priority for the U.S. government. We are listening. We recognize how powerful you can be when you want to be. President Obama said to a large student group in Cairo in 2011, a message to all the youth in the world. He said, "To young people of every faith, in every country, you, more than anyone, have the ability to remake this world." That's a pretty powerful statement. That is why I'm really pleased to be able to tell you that my boss at the State Department, Secretary Clinton, has launched an unprecedented youth policy task force and Office of Youth Programs to review the United States policies on youth issues and to expand our ability to listen to your voices. The initiative is rooted in many of the values that you all are going to discuss here during the Model UN. The opportunity for education, for employment, for the ability of young people to assemble and to express themselves and to fully engage in their societies. We brought together people from all across our government to examine how we can best address youth issues and how we can best partner with youth voices. And that partnership we're committed to developing continues right here with the energized, empowered young people that are in this room today. We've also focused on our shared responsibility for public service, for innovation, for tolerance, and for the need to protect our planet, as we ourselves will be leading it in the near future. And we are operating on the principle that our president reminds us of every day, that yes, we can, and yes, you can. So with this, I want to thank you all for being here today. It's the essence of this conference that we can and we must band together to create channels through which young people, peaceful voices, are driving peaceful prosperity in the world. Let this be just a beginning to your process of linking arms with your young brothers and sisters around the world to continue to stay active, to continue to stay engaged, and continue to stay informed to ensure that all of our governments are listening. Thank you.